Hopefully we're live. I always say hopefully, but
Well, good. Then I would like to say welcome to the Stardom Fan Podcast live on YouTube. I'm Mark.
and we are live. I am
And
Juno, also sometimes just your friendly neighborhood cheeseburger head.
and today we are going to preview Flashing Champions.
Now that's a title.
Yeah, it is. They know what they're doing.
Is that why Sherry's not on the card? She's like, no, no, no. Oh, actually, she is. I just forget she's facing.
She's flashing with Risa Sarah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That'll be all right.
With them flashing.
So looks like they changed it. Maybe they did do it somewhere. Like I went on the website and like their opening like pre-game match that they always do on YouTube for free. They had a bunch of people from different factions and they said they were gonna like draw straws, which I thought was funny. So now it's oh wow, that's how funny. Okay, well then they must have done something to like gimmick it up because you got Saya Ida and Momo Kogo, 2 stars tagging. Then you got Lady C and Ami Sarai, so that's a win. And then oh wait. Oh no, I read it but wrong. Saida, Momokogo, and Lady C versus Ami Sarai and Hanan and Queen's Quest. All of them?
All of them.
All the rest of them? I don't know what that match is about. Sounds interesting. Sounds like I need to watch that live at 4 in the morning.
The 6 woman tag match. I'm sorry, I was clicking around too. I finally just saw what you saw.
Yeah.
Saya Ida and Momo.
And
Lady
Lady C
C.
versus
Oh, it's okay. What?
Ami
Not,
Sarai.
they're not even on the same team. It's whoever didn't make the show to get to wrestle. I'm okay with
Ami
that.
Sarai, Hanan, or Honan, which is Rena, I think.
Yeah,
And Queen's Quest. It just says Queen's Quest. So the
it's
rest, the rest.
all of Queen's Quest. It must be Miyu if she's back from wherever she went to.
Hopefully. Yeah, what happened to her? She like had this huge win at the Kyoto show with the stained glass, her hometown. She closes out the show and then she disappears for a month.
Yeah, that was pretty much the last thing she did, huh?
She was tagging with Utami like all the time. Match number. I don't really have anything to say about that. I don't. Because I don't even. What else can I say? I don't even know who's wrestling.
Well, let's just
Well,
if we're gonna
if it's Saida, Kogo, and Lady C versus Ami Sarai, Rena, and the rest of Queen's Quest, probably still pick Lady C, right?
well, yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. If we're gonna just predict winners and losers here, obviously Lady C has to be. I mean, when in doubt, you got to go with the goddess, right?
Yep. And then we have the rematch. Hanan versus Raka. If you remember, she got the Futures belt from Raka like a couple months ago.
Yeah, and Raka had a pin on her a couple weeks ago in one of the shows. It might have been the was it during Golden Week? May pretty much blurred together. Um, I would usually say that. Nice zoom in. I would usually say that it's. I don't know. I actually think Morocco wins this, even though Hunan's obviously better.
I also zoom in like this if I'm like cutting something. It's just nice. Oh, this is what I was talking about. Well, she beat Hanan beat Raka for the belt a couple months ago, so she's only gotten better since then. Unless she,
True.
unless Raka loads up more school books in her little thing that she hits people with this time.
Yeah, but Ruaka's gotten better also. They're getting better together. But Hanan's put also in the past 2 months is putting on has put on 15 pounds and like 3 feet too. She's like she is a huge child.
Yeah, have you noticed that too? She's getting huge.
Yeah. All right. So I say Ruaka.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like it, but I think well, is the show? Yeah, I mean they gotta trade the belt around a little bit, right?
I don't see why. I just think they just changed the rule. Hanan just holds it until she feels like she's done with it.
Well, after this, well, yeah, she loses here, and then after the white belt match today, Hanan comes out and says, "Now I'm the next challenger."
She just looks in the mirror. Ultimate warrior. None of you are good enough. All right, so we disagree on that, but I wouldn't be surprised if Rocco wins.
Nah.
Actually, but I also would be really surprised.
I know if you're gonna have like I mean, obviously it's only the futures title, but if you're gonna have like a baby face, in the company, I mean, she looks good on posters.
Well, the problem they have is they're gonna have to. Still talking about this match, I guess. They're gonna have to change the rules because she's like the great. Does all the free matches on pay per views because she's like literally when you look up babyface in the dictionary, it's just a picture of her
Basically.
pointing to the dimple. They're gonna have to change the rules because I think she's gonna turn 18 soon. And they're just gonna have to. Well, they're gonna say we make an exception for Hanan. She can hold this belt as long as she wants.
I was actually more hoping that they'd keep it in the family, but see how that goes.
Oh, maybe, but she just beat both her sisters back to back.
I know, and she's so much better than them, but they're also a couple years younger.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're just not as good. And I don't think they're as good as Ruaka either. However, I mean, if they're gonna if we're gonna talk about futures and spend way too much time on it, I mean, Momo Kogo has gotta be. I mean, if there isn't someone to take it away, Kogo could be all about it.
Match number 2, Cosmic Angels versus Prominence. Well,
Well,
specifically Waka, Unagi, and Mina versus the red-haired Prominence girl, and then the other two that I don't know their names.
right here, Zuzu and the others. I
Yeah,
think that's what they actually go by. The thing with Prominence is, didn't they already lose and then start crying?
Suzu did. Well, that's
Yeah,
turned into a
so
tongue twister. I was like, Suzu did.
Suzuki did. Yeah, so I mean, either
Su-
way, whoever loses this match is gonna cry because that's what they all do.
um, yeah, I just thought Prominence was done because Suzuki um lost, got beat up, cried, and just went home like a loser.
Yeah, I didn't get yeah, I didn't get, and then they disappeared for a while. I mean, they're probably doing their own thing, and then the leader just gets to play with Shuri later. So I guess they all got to get on the show sooner or later. But let's give this the nod to the Angels, huh?
Probably, actually, probably. I don't know. Depends what they're doing with Prominence if they want them to stick around.
Yeah, but I would see. I started using the logical booking last time. If you're gonna keep Prominence around, they needed to win at the last show they're in, and they got their ass whooped.
But they'll probably beat Waka.
Oh fuck! No, no, this is it. This is Waka's first win. They've been talking about it. They've been teasing it. Here it comes.
Oh my god!
I
If
honestly didn't even
anything,
think of that.
if
She's
anything,
which one of those girls is she pinning?
if anything, it's they don't do these finishes in Stardom. It's a screwy finish where the ref is taken out for a really long time, and
Uh,
and then it just leads up to Waka winning in a death match.
oh man, what Waka? What, she's doing the light tubes.
Oh my god, that sounds so awful. I've seen some like pictures and clips of like Prominence because when they came in, they said they were a deathmatch group, and I'm like, they haven't used a
Yeah,
single weapon yet. I'm glad. All that stuff is awful.
yeah, not good.
Speaking of that, like, didn't I looked that up one time or I read whatever I saw, however I saw it. Tam, when she started wrestling after she was like a failed idol, she got into wrestling doing the exploding baseball bat, barbed wire nonsense. I'm like, Tam? Ken says Suzu and the others is hilarious.
That's how I see it.
Yeah. For some reason, well, that's good for Suzu. She sticks out, I guess. Third match
There's the
is,
red hair. She's the only one that looks like an athlete.
speaking of hair, we got Azumi versus Thekla with a picture that's already out of date.
Because of that Hecla hair. I mean, come
Hey, what's up, a werewolf?
on. Hey, buddy.
Yeah, I was after we go through this card. I was gonna run through our power ranking, and I was looking through the pictures, and I'm like, half of these pictures are already out of date. These girls are killing me.
Well, did you say on social media they was it Hazuki went blonde? You're like, it's like a pandemic over there. Everyone's going blonde.
Well,
Ex-
Hazuki,
Except,
no, not the going blonde. Oh man, not the going blonde. She like
oh, the
chopped
going
off all.
short hair.
Yeah, she chopped off all her hair, and to be fair, on Hazuki, it'll probably look pretty cool. But it's like a pandemic in Stardom right now. All these girls are just chopping all their hair off.
And Izumi's is falling off during the match, and I think it's usually like our buddy Enigma. If you say like Bloody Mary three times in a mirror, that shows up. So if you say Izumi three times, usually Enigma V4 shows up. Or is that?
And why don't you go ahead and say it? Because I refuse.
All right. Well, Izumi is defending her title against Thekla.
Yeah. I did like her promo she cut at the end. Thekla did after the match before this pay per view, where she's just like, "Oh, cause Thekla rolls up Azumi, and she starts trash talking her like, "What's wrong, champion? You tired? Like you getting?"
I like that.
She's like, "Oh, it's tough being a champion, right?" She's like, "This little spider's got some bite."
Yeah, Thekla's good when she goes into spider mode.
She's been getting back into her, like when she first came in, she was just all way too animated. I'm like, she'll figure it out.
Well, she spent the past 2 weeks having fun, doing poses and laughing at the girls around her. So she'll have to take this one seriously for a second. Which will be fun is the first 90 seconds of high speed matches are, I don't know, high speed until they settle down and accidentally turn into wrestling matches again. So it would be fun to see Thekla bouncing around the ring like a crazy person for.
Oh, it's gonna be 4 minutes of them rolling each other up and countering it, and rolling the other person up and countering it, and the ref going one, 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 two, one.
Yo, with that being said, I would agree with the chat and say I think I think Thekla wins this belt, right?
I think that this belt looks better on Starlight. It's just
So Izumi holds on to it so Starlight can get it back. Starlight was the greatest champion there. That's for darn sure.
well, Natsupoi is gonna beat Azumi because it's like rock paper scissors with those three, and then Starlight would beat Natsupoi. Des.
So what's Thekla doing? She's just the Joker.
Oh, some
It's just-
people just like to watch the world burn.
Dude, a werewolf. You guys could probably chit chat for hours. You think Starlight should have all the belts. The fact that she's also not a goddess's champion is very frustrating. Why there's not three belt Starlight is criminal.
Well, it'll make sense when she's the red belt champion.
Oh, not this year.
Talk about a champion. Moving on, Mayu Iwatani versus Fukigen.
Did you like Thekla too, if I may?
Did I like Thekla?
Did you like Thekla to win?
Oh.
I like
No.
Thekla to win. I think Azumi actually probably does, but I'm still picking Thekla.
I
It's all challengers for me today. All the challengers are taking it.
I just think there's no way.
Yeah, probably not, right? All right.
And
I'm just
sticking
keeping a tab here.
and just sticking with why you want to pick the challenger again? You could pick Fukigen.
Oh no, no, I'm done with that. The rest of the things that no.
If Fukigen wins, it's gonna be like a technicality thing where it's like, well, it was a joke, but you're really not supposed to challenge for this belt. So yeah, Mayu's still a champion.
Yeah, so how did this come about?
I'm looking at this picture of this SWA belt. Like, you notice this thing's Shiri beat the hell out of this thing. It's got gems missing. Like, I feel like I can't tell if it's supposed to be silver or gold. Actually, I kind of like it. Gives it some character.
That's awesome. I know all the belts look like they're half complete.
Hey, a werewolf. I'd build my whole promotion around Julia. Me too. She was getting on my nerves for a little bit, but when you love people, you gotta see them through the hard times, and I think she's seen the light. She's been great the last couple weeks.
Julia?
Yeah. You didn't watch the last. I wanted to be caught up, so I was like skipping through the show before this pay per view. She gets Koguma in a submission hold, and then she does the bear pose to her, but she's like grinding her knuckles into her head. It was great.
That is pretty cool.
She's like got Kogo like in the middle of the ring. She just looks at Koguma and she goes Kuma Kuma while she's just like grinding her hands into Koguma's head or Kogo's head.
I like Kent's take. The best. What's the over under in minutes? One.
Oh.
Does Mayu fall for another roll up?
Oh no, that makes so much sense.
I can honestly see Fukigen winning this fucking
That
match.
makes so much sense. Mayu hasn't been able to kick out of a roll up for a month. She either loses or she has people break it up. She has not gotten. That's Fukigen's one move.
Yeah, even in the all the tag matches leading up, every time she's rolled up, the entire Stars team has to come in and break it up.
The entire team. That's how long she's
All of
pinned.
all of them.
That's how long she's being pinned for. I'm actually looking forward to this match. I don't really like Fukigen matches a lot, but it seems like it'll be fun.
Yeah, it will be. I am. I say Fukigen wins. I've never picked her
Uh,
to win ever.
and again, you'll probably be wrong because I'm gonna pick Mayu.
Oh man, go out on a limb here.
Moving on. Does you have something else to
Moving
say?
on.
Oh my god.
No, I'm just more surprised that happened. Why are they even allowed to fight? Is it because Fukigen's an alien?
Yeah, well, if you don't know the belt that even though it's called Undisputed World Women's Champion, it's not their world title, but what it is for Japanese. If you're a Japanese champion, you can only face foreigners, and if a foreigner wins it, they can only face people like in the company. It's like an international belt.
Which I thought was funny when travel was restricted, and now it's starting to open up. But like Shuri getting the belt was, they would be like, well, she's sort of mixed race, so that counts, instead of just being like the foreigners versus,
Well, she
yeah,
didn't defend it a lot. Because there was not a lot of opportunity. She held the belt a long time, but she could like you said, she didn't have a lot of people she could face for it. But
yeah.
Mayu, the Stardom icon, is going to go on a world tour with this belt.
Hey, before you go
Probably
on,
win back her Women of Honor title that she never lost.
oh, that's right. If Stardom was to travel, like this belt coming to the States, sort of like New Japan sending the US belt over to the States for a tour. Mayu running it through uh America would be amazing. She could teach them how to wrestle in AEW, that's for sure.
Actually, I did see Fukigen's UFO. That was kind of funny. Before that, when they were doing the Cinderella, they had the Cinderella logo with Fukigen's face plastered on
That's pretty funny.
it. What are you saying?
Oh, it was kind of I thought of it because it came up in the New Japan show and just sort of bringing up restrictions real fast. And I'm assuming it's going to be the same for Stardom. In New Japan, of all things, they're allowed to start cheering in June. As goofy as that sounds, but they still just clap, clap, clap. So be able to hear some yelling and screaming soon.
What is happening? I tried to zoom in on Mayu's face, and it wasn't. That was a bad idea.
All right, yeah, but that's enough of that. I'm still picking Fukigen because I think it'd be funny if she won. Look at this team right here.
Yeah, they are called uh, the White
That's the real
Knights,
icon.
the White Horse, something. I think they're like the White Knights or something. Tam and Kyrie versus Miyu and Utami.
I'll tell you what, Kyrie might be coming back from injury, but some may say a smooth sea has never made a skilled sailor.
I said that. Trick.
You said that. Kyrie said that. I just figured we should bring it up once a show at this point. I like it.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
Honey, how was your day at work? Oh, it was horrible. The boss was a prick. Wait, wait, wait. Don't you know what? A smooth sea is never made for a skilled sailor, sweetheart. What the fuck did you just say to me?
you 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 miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott. Oh, you don't watch The Office.
No.
There's a scene where like that's like that's this famous quote from Wayne Gretzky. So he goes, "Hey," it's like he does like his meetings in the morning with his employees. He goes, "You know what? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott." um,
Do you want to go on this real quick? I always thought it was if I, as far as Japanese fans go, I've been watching New Japan longer than Stardom, but they're a lot more less rowdy than like an American show usually is. But there's still like boos and chants and stuff like that. So yeah, sooner or later it should be there
it's
should be a whole bunch of uh, weebs chanting for their favorite girl.
well to be honest, yeah, it's actually a lot quieter than it used to be because
Hmm.
it's a little getting a little more life to their crowds, but not like what it used to be. I almost like the Japanese crowds more because it's like I don't always want to hear the screaming and like the basically them trying to hear themselves on TV. Like I'm just trying to watch the wrestling.
Yeah, well, that's what I always thought was neat too about when a Japanese crowd gets quiet. That means it's almost like the opposite. It means the match is getting good and they're actually paying attention.
Well, yeah. Then when you hear a whoa or like you start hearing some noise, it like means a lot more.
Foley, Judo, you got to make that clip. Foley going off the cage, and then you just hear clap, 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 clap.
Clap, 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 clap.
With JR going, oh my God, they killed him. Clap, clap, clap.
Cricket, cricket.
All right, I'm pumped about this. I'm so glad
Um,
Kyrie's back.
I know that sucks. She can't. Honestly, you know what? It sucks that she literally got her. I don't know how bad it was, but she got like her eardrum like ruptured or damaged from Starlight.
I know it's nuts. Yeah, bad enough to be out for 2 months.
But it almost it almost is like a blessing in disguise where she's still like the super huge superstar because she didn't wrestle on all the little house shows. Like
Yeah,
every
I don't mind if they spend 2022 using her as like Brock Lesnar and be like, just bring her out quarterly and be like, yeah, Kyrie's back.
Oh my god. It just made me think of something. Like, you imagine if the Undertaker was in New Japan, the lights go out and you just hear cricket, cricket. Oh, you know what though? You would hear a lot of they for whatever. That's another thing about Japanese fans. They bring out like the $5,000 professional cameras that can zoom to the moon. So you just hear
And so
click,
you
click,
still hear
click,
the
click, click, click.
you still hear the clicks like it's the '90s during a rock bottom.
All right.
Yo, man, like I rooting against Utami is something I never do, but Miyu's here to take the fall, so Kyrie can grab some kind of win here.
Um,
unless Kyrie beats Utami, I well they've been building have they not Utami and Tam Nakano there um a little bit, and then the other day Tam and Shuri got face to face. So Tam's trying to
okay.
get her set up everything.
Here's how I picture this match going. It's gonna be Kyrie and Utami in the ring, and then Tam's got some beef with Utami for making fun of her. So she's like, "No, I'll start the match." And then Utami goes, "Okay," and then tags in Miyu. And then Miyu gets her ass kicked a little while by Tam, tags in Kyrie. Kyrie kicks her ass, makes a hot tag to Utami. Utami just starts women handling these people, these girls. And then she tags back in Miyu. Miyu does her moves, and then Utami has to keep breaking up pins until it's a time limit draw.
And scene.
I don't know. I feel
It's
like this is like a draw. The Miyu, it's like a red herring. Like the Miyu's in there to make you think, oh, they don't got a shot. Kyrie, superstar's coming back, and oh, Miyu's on the other team. I think it'll be a draw.
all right. Well, I'm voting for Team Kyrie.
How come Kyrie's in English?
Um, because it's awesome. You like draw.
You, you know what's funny? Kyrie has like a new outfit, and what's something I've noticed these girls do. It's like hilarious. They'll put like emojis over their outfit, so it's like I got a new outfit, but you can't see it. But it literally just looks like they're naked because they're just covered by emojis. I'm like, that's hilarious.
Sort of like Starlight's face. It's like, here I'm ordering ice cream. And then she just covers her face with an emoji.
Well, it's like if Utami's like, "Hey, I got a new outfit," and just this and this is covered by like emojis, he'd be like, "What is?" Like they know what they're doing.
Like, I can't wait to see that. That's why it's called Flashing Champions.
Oh my gosh! Here you got another match where the pictures are outdated before the show even came out.
I forgot how long her hair was. Oh, man.
Yo, it'd be interesting. She'll probably make it look pretty cool.
Probably. All right.
Fan sponsored
Ye-
outfits are weird. Is that a thing? People pay for them to get new outfits. That seems like it makes sense. Like a thing that happens.
Uh, yeah. It seems. I believe it.
Why pay for your own gear? Who cut their hair? Hazuki did. Actually, all right. So Julia's got these crazy extensions. Her hair's back to looking normal, I think. And then Hazuki cut her hair. When I say cut her hair, she chopped her hair.
uh, Not good. But we have Wild Hearts defending against Donna Del Mondo's Julia and Mai Sakurai, and think, I think, I think Julia and Sakurai take this one. Sponsored outfits happen. They aren't cheap, but they happen.
How much?
There's a whole like scene of some sort, right? Right. I remember seeing when I used to watch the Young Bucks YouTube. They used to have like this dude that kept they called him sponsoring them, and basically it was like, "I'll pay you if you let me buy you dinner." So they all used to just like go out with said dude.
That seems. Yeah, They left out the part where like he like banged him in the ass afterwards.
Maybe, but that's an extra tip.
He's like, this guy is yeah, he's our sponsor. Listen,
Who do you like?
um, I should probably get off that topic. That's a good call. I was about to say something that probably is was a no-no YouTube word. Um, I don't know. Yeah, my heart wants to say Julia.
Yeah, I sort of. I
Did
mean, it feels right.
did
Like
Starlight
Wild
and
Hearts just got it back for no reason, and yeah, Starlight and Momo apparently aren't getting their rematch. And
did they?
Starlight and Momo should be holding these belts to December, in my opinion. But in the meantime,
Or well, if I had to pick my flashing champions, it's probably gonna not be. It's probably gonna be my Sakurai and Julia. I'll say
I've picked the challenger every time. So far, I got to keep going with what's probably not working,
that. Yeah, well, that'd be interesting. Every belt.
except for the world title. It's changing hands. I think DDM needs a title, don't they? Oh wait, I guess they have my Hemipoi,
They
but
only
my
have the
Hemipoi's got to get
greatest.
beaten up.
They only have the greatest trios tag.
That's true. All right, Julia needs a belt, doesn't she? I mean, half of last year, Shuri was carrying it around her shoulder. Shuri
Well,
4 belts.
actually, you know what? No, I changed my mind because Julia lost the tag belts to these guys, and my Sakurai is no Shuri.
Oh, logic works again. All right, Wild Hearts it is. Kogumo's gonna roll up and roll up that Julia again.
They are honestly really good at their booking, where I can just believe anyone can beat anybody, pretty much.
I'm changing my sheet.
This looks. I'm really excited for this.
this this is close to match of the night right here.
Um, I'm gonna go with my Himi Poi Des.
Yeah, my Hemipoi. Well, the extra wrinkle is that they're a win here makes them have the most title defenses, successful title defenses. Right now, they're tied with the Cosmic Angels of last year.
So I've noticed. I obviously knew that their outfits matched their belt color. I didn't notice that their belts. I didn't notice that their belts matched their belts. That's funny.
Yeah, so you can't go through all that trouble just to lose the belts, right? Because then what do you do with the outfits?
I don't know how much.
Does Starlight have a mask to match? What's she going for? She wants pink, right?
No, she's blue.
Oh, Starlight wants blue.
Saki's probably pink. Well, okay. I already know she wants blue because she already challenged for blue. Plus, it's Natsupoi's belt, so she wants that one for sure.
Wouldn't that be a funny thing? She already challenged for blue. Like, so if they did a singles match and Starlight won, she's like, "All right, well now I'm on your team. I want your belt."
But I gotta go with my Himipoi.
Really? I'm going with Black Desire +1 plus a bean sprout.
So far, every belt's changing hands. This would be crazy.
Now you talked me into changing my mind and giving it back to Wild Hearts. So I think we don't. Voting against my Hemipoi is like choosing betting against the Yankees. Like you just don't do it. I mean, you can not bet at all that night, but you shouldn't bet against the Yankees ever. So betting against my Hemipoi that is a disaster. However, I mean that Oedo Tai team is really cool.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Oh, that's who's Star. Like, I was just there's something about Starlight, and I was like, I could not picture what it was. What's it? What's his name? Griffith or Griffin from Berserk? That's what she reminds me of. Like her mask,
That's
just the evil,
funny.
just the evil bastard from that show. But I don't think that about Starlight, obviously.
Well, evil is probably right.
Evil, yes. Bitch, yes. I don't know where I was going with that. Moving on.
Moving on.
We got
I'm not.
Over the Future versus Clap Clap Clap.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pick the challenger on this one. Saya, this might be a long, long white belt reign, and the Cinderella didn't win till December last year, so I think I don't think she's taken the belt
Um,
from her in May. I
yeah.
don't think Mirai's going to be the one to dethrone Saya, anyways. I think Saya's going to hold on to this for a little bit for quite some time.
Yeah, Miami Poi did beat the Angels a few weeks ago. They tied. Well, they tied the record because they went to a time limit draw. So they tied to tie the record, and now they're going to beat the record. I also agree. Saya Kabatari is really good.
I was doing some of the highlight stuff, and like Mirai still seems, I don't know, she's got the claps and she won Cinderella, but she still comes across as somewhat
She's got
ordinary,
the
right?
claps.
Is that appropriate to say? So, the clap, clap, claps. And but she comes across as ordinary, but like doing a highlight video, like those clotheslines, if she just did 15 minutes of clotheslines, she is brutal. She has that deadlift suplex. Like she has some pretty awesome moves. But Saya's just a pro wrestler.
Saya's really good. Saya
Yeah.
Mirai, she just Saya just beat Micah, and I don't think Mirai's as good as Micah.
Yeah.
I guess you could say okay. The white belt would be close to, I guess you could say, like their intercontinental belt, but like when the intercontinental belt is good, like when Mr. Perfect has it.
Yeah, what's depending on who it is, it transcends.
Well, okay,
And
so technically, it's not a secondary belt. The way that I've heard it described by people in Stardom is, let me show you. The red belt that Shuri's got is like the world title, and that's basically, it's like a world title. It's like anyone who wants to challenge for it in the world, hence someone from another company, they can challenge for it. But the white belt is kind of like the pride of like I'm the best wrestler in this company, if that makes sense. Like people want to be the white belt champion who work in Stardom. But, you could also call it like a secondary intercontinental type belt if you wanted to.
say your white belt idea, like the NWA TV title. I thought that was cool, or national title.
What belt did I say that about? Was it the white belt? I don't think it was the white belt.
It was either the white belt or SWA belt, but either way, I like that gimmick and for championships.
Yeah, okay, yeah, maybe it was the SWA belt that Mayu's got, because technically it's like it's got literally world champion on it. I was thinking if you kind of have the NWA national title gimmick, where if you can defend this belt however many times, say 10 times, you get to pick to challenge for the red belt or the white belt.
That's cool. That was fun in NWA. I think it was only like 5 times. So it's like, well, I defended this 5 times, so now it's time for me to step up. But while doing that, you have to relinquish your old title before you even have a chance before you challenge. So it's actually, I mean, it's a cool gimmick. It's interesting.
Yeah, well, I just thought it's looking into the booking side of it. It's like I never lost that belt.
Yeah, yeah, you could do a whole lot with it.
I actually, it's my favorite belt because I have Titus on Fox News holding the NWA belt while he's talking about like gas prices.
He's a lunatic. He's funny.
I wish you'd talk more about body slamming Democrats, Kid Rock style.
So we liked Saya here, so that's good.
Mm. Is this the main event? Of course it is. Moving on to the main event. Has the red belt ever not been the main event when it's on a show?
Probably not that we've seen, as it should be, right? Like you just put the title on last,
They're pretty good
and
about
they
that. When they did the introductions for the Cinderella, someone actually pointed it out to me. All the champions are standing in the ring. I'm like, oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I like this. I like this match. This it's almost if Prominence was built a little bit stronger, but when they were coming out at the beginning of the year, like setting this up, could have been a slow burn. It could have been better, but this is gonna be good. The little bit we saw of Risa Sarah it is fun, and they're probably gonna hit each other hard. It's probably gonna be 20 some minutes, and sure he's gonna end up winning.
Yeah. Something else, just real quick, I'll point out about the white belt is it's probably got the best match on the card every time.
It's pretty close.
And you know
That's
what?
true.
Thinking about it, because if you watch a lot of their shows, they get a lot of like rivalries between the girls. And like I said, only people, I'm pretty sure you can only challenge for the white belt if you work for Stardom. So there's a lot of just like rivalry matches that go on.
Well, speaking of like rival rivalries, it's about this time last year where it was probably Shuri versus Utami one that really started like the rise of Shuri, and Shuri really hasn't had that in a challenger yet. You know, yeah, a quarter way through the year here, almost a halfway through the year. I don't really feel like there's anyone that can step up that uh, is gonna take Shuri for the title. And they haven't even built Utami up for any kind of rematch. It hasn't even come across anything.
Yeah. Well, one thing I mean, I'm pretty certain it's gonna be Shuri. 'Cause if there were actually, all right, if there was ever gonna be a match where they do a DQ finish, it's probably this one because like there's no way that someone from another company is winning their world title. um and I almost don't see a draw either because they don't usually do draws for the world title unless it's setting up like another like match way down the line.
Yeah, Shuri's and Utami's was in the summertime, but I mean, they had some of the best matches in the world last year. So unless they're thinking Risa Sarah's the future, I don't see that either.
Blue hair is pretty cool.
I agree. You know what's goofy, Juno, is that I was gonna look it up just for giggles, but it's, maybe it's because of the pay per view. Because I didn't watch the Hannah Kimura special just because it wasn't up on Stardom World yet, and I actually don't even see it on the results for May 23rd. Usually they have the results blogs up the next day, and I don't see it.
Yeah, I didn't know. I wanted to watch their Corkin anniversary show too, but they didn't have that anywhere. I don't know how to watch that.
Yeah, well, where there's it's one of those catch 22s. Like if you find a pirate site, you could literally watch it the day of. And I'm like, well, I give Stardom my money, so I just want to watch it the way they want me to watch it, 4 days late.
I don't even.
Damn it.
Well, it's not. I don't think it's not a Stardom show, but like New Blood had. Well, no, because New Blood is a Stardom show. They just use other wrestlers. I don't think like if you look on the thing, it'll say like participating in like other shows. So, and that's usually like independent shows. That's so cool. I wish I lived in Japan, just a place where if I wanted to, hey, I want to watch. I'm gonna get all my favorite wrestlers, basically be Tony Khan. Like I want to get all my favorite wrestlers together and do a big show, and then I make money off of it and have fun. That's Japan. You can just do that. Gotta
That's just
love.
Discord. Like, oh, we lost. Well, Blue's dead. It's like, God damn it. Sorry if I interrupted you in mid thought. I'm like, all of a sudden, I had radio silence.
He definitely made me. I don't remember what I was talking about.
Shuri winning, holding the belt.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Shuri beat Asuka. Asuka was on the Hannah Kimura show. That's awesome. I gotta go.
Well,
How do I watch that?
well, that's worth the price of admission. Jesus.
Apparently, Shuri was ready for Asuka. That just makes her even more cool.
It's almost like it should be up right around now. They Stardom World posted Hannah Kimura's show last year.
Yeah, they don't have the results.
Yeah, I saw that too. They don't have
Um,
the newest results either. They didn't update all week. We're gonna be more up to date than they are if I ever catch up.
yeah, you can see here's Julia's new normal hair. Actually, something funny about Julia is sometimes if you go on like their Stardom YouTube, they do a lot of collab with like this big hairstyling company because obviously these girls are like supermodels, and basically like they just get their hair done for free. And I don't think like I think Julia actually studied like hair and makeup, so like I kind of believe she just does her own like awesome hair because all the girls are always tweeting about how like they're always arguing on who gets to get their makeup done by Julia.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, a different Asuka. I don't know. There's two Asukas. Told you Japan doesn't have copyright.
And it's a good thing your video sounds good because once I finally figured out how to get these microphones to work, I just realized I never clicked start recording. Boy, did this turn out to be one of those fucking nights. God damn it.
I'm su- I'm surprised mine's even working at all.
Well, I brought it up on my TV once or twice, and we actually sound pretty close to the same. So it's not a it's good. The sound is getting better.
Do you
Well,
want?
that's Flashing Champions. I was gonna say the same thing. Do you want to finish up and see if we got to change any places on the good old rankings?
Yeah. So I might as well run through. This is our last month's power ranking. I
And
think
it
I
is the end of the month already, so we might as well bop through it and see who we got to change around.
yeah I took out Konami because I was like future proofing. I'm like, well, she's not going to be on the next one.
Yeah. You know what's funny? Ami was all the way down there because she didn't really wrestle, and she hasn't really done much since. I almost still like her below the kids at this point.
She's almost probably
Even
moving down.
she's pretty much the worst part of Guzai.
Yeah. All right. I guess and I guess we'll start at the bottom and see where we move people. And then of course just the lady C tier. Do you think anyone else will move up to her level eventually?
Well,
It's possible. It's a high honor.
it is a high honor. Utami was close.
Yeah, we argued about that for a while.
Well,
First thing I'm looking at here is Miyu being higher than Sakurai and Fukigen seems wrong this month, considering they're both challenging for titles.
yeah, Fukigen almost needs to move up above the kids, I believe. Plus, we did that. She didn't really do much. She took the first half quarter of the year off, basically. She didn't do a whole hell of a lot. Not that I'm mad about it, because I definitely
Oh,
enjoy her a lot more in bits and pieces.
yeah, so the way it works, if you don't know, is they do the first match live, the pregame match, like live on YouTube, and then you can watch it like whenever afterwards, and the rest is on pay per view, but it's on Stardom World if you subscribe to that.
What's worth watching if you just want to watch whole shows, the past two, I actually really liked them. The New Blood shows. They had New Blood 1 and New Blood 2.
Oh yeah, those are on
They,
YouTube.
yeah, they put the whole show on YouTube, and those are actually really, really good.
New Blood is kind of what it sounds like. They get their Stardom rookies or young talent, and then people from other companies, and they just have like silly little shows. I
Yeah,
mean,
I mean,
they're good.
there's a couple cringeworthy comedy gimmicks which you can fast forward through, but once you do that, yeah, it ends up being like there's some good wrestling hidden in there.
This seems weird to do, but is like Miyu like at the bottom, like right above Waka?
Well, probably.
I almost want to put Ami below Miyu though, because just like I like her more, and she's had I think just bigger wins. When's the last Ami's never closed out a show? Probably. Actually, she did. She closed out a Goose Eye week match or Golden. week Guzai match.
Yeah, they won with Konami. The two shows. I don't. Yeah, but she's nothing. She's fucking curtain jerking for the pay per view, so she should be right with the kids. So that's fine. And Fukigen needs to be up above all of them, and so does my Sakurai. My Sakurai and Fukigen should be above the kids.
uh, I mean, Gyro. I saw a comment too on YouTube. Gyro loves the Lady Seas Chihuahua. I do too. I don't want to do a video about the Sea Dog at some point.
Oh, that's your sea dog. I probably get it. I'm like, what's the sea dog? And you're like, I'll show you what the sea dog is.
What's up? What's up,
It's at
dog?
the bottom of our webpage. I forgot about that. Her ugly little chihuahua.
Oh my god, that's another reason. You tell me I gotta watch Parks and Recs all the time. You gotta watch The Office. Same people. See, I know we both like the shows. Someone does up dog joke to him, and then he's trying to go around the office doing it to other people, and they're like, "What?" And then finally, like eight people later, he's like, "Hey, Dwight, you want some up dog?" He goes, "What's up, dog?" He's like, "Oh, got him."
Oh, that's that's pretty funny,
He's like, "Damn it."
dude. All right, that's fucking funny.
I like this. I like Fukigen
I like it more,
above Ami. Ami's
more.
facing. If anything, they both move up. You know what? You can. If anything, Fukigen should go above the kids.
Fukigen and Sakurai.
Sakurai too.
Yeah,
All right,
she's up. She's gonna be a champion, a goddess champion. We take that belt very seriously.
but she's not yet.
Well, you know, she's about to be.
But I don't want to move Hanan down or Kogo.
What has Kogo done? We might like her, but she hasn't done shit this month.
She's fucking 90% of every Stars match.
Yeah, but they still lost.
They win a lot.
Not if Waka's there.
They face the Angels a lot.
Oh man, that is funny. All right, well, Kyrie's back, so put her up. Kyrie can go up in the top, fucking whatever.
But she didn't wrestle yet.
That's true.
I don't mind moving them down.
The Hanan sisters are losers too.
Yeah. If anything, I can move. I like that. I give Fukigen. All right, last time I put her way down low, but thinking back, like maybe next month she'll go back to the bottom. But I give her.
Yeah, when she pisses me off when she does nothing but
Yeah,
fake smoke cigarettes and hit people with newspapers. But if she has a good match versus Mayu, even if it is 45 seconds long, that could go a long way.
yeah. Kyrie, she'll probably go to the top 5. When we do this, if we were
But
doing
she
this
wrestles more than once.
yeah, if we were doing this power ranking 2 days from now.
All right, that's fine.
It's also kind of makes me laugh when people don't watch the live stream. They're like, "You're putting Kyrie where?"
Yeah, she's just low because she only wrestled once
She wrestled 2 matches and jumped 12 spots.
and then got injured. Although those two matches were good, so if you want to put her at 10, that's fine with me.
I think she wrestled 2 matches and moved up like 12 spots. So she wrestles one more match and she's in the top 10.
All right, if you think that Kogan better than her, you said it, not me.
How did that work out last time? Seems like an
Probably,
oversight.
it might have been when Wild Hearts had the title.
It might have been
They
when
might
I
have won. I think they won it. We did it after the. We must have done it after the pay per view or something.
must have been when I was drinking.
The
That seems wrong.
fact that we have Koguma as a champion that much lower than her partner, so shows how much we like Hazuki.
So much lower. If anything, Hazuki's probably going up.
I did like I had on the results page there was a comment like, and I don't really write opinion pages. It's usually just just quick results, just in and out if you need to see the results real fast. And so I think it was for the Cinderella tournament. I wrote, "And there is hope for humanity as Koguma loses." And so of course there was a comment which was pretty funny. Is what's with the Koguma hate? I'm like, well, I mean, we don't all have to like the same people. I don't hate her. I just like her least than everybody else.
I just don't like her. I don't hate her. You know what else I
Yeah.
was
What?
feeling is if I move these two angels down, considering they're tagging together, give a little more respect to Kyrie here.
There we go.
That seems okay.
Yes. Does Saki deserve to be that high?
Saki
Yeah,
probably
probably.
needs to be above like
Over
Azumi.
Tam?
Definitely. Well, Tam has to win a match this year.
That is true. We are getting into the title picture. A lot is going to change after the pay per view, probably.
What if Mayu turns Fukigen in some sort of Oedo Tai shenanigans? So she brings her back to Stars?
I was just going to say that jumped in my mind at the same time too. What if Fukigen comes out in like the old Kiss makeup or whatever she was wearing?
Or just the regular clown outfit?
Yeah, she's a happy clown.
Again? Yeah, she's been far too angry. Oh my god. Has that Fukigen ever come out in a Starlight mask?
That's
That seems like an oversight.
funny.
So
All
last
right, so we got
month,
that. We got the Angels.
um, I want to move Saki up just because.
Yeah, but Mariah's going again for the white belt.
Well, I didn't.
Where's the rest of
She already.
The Oedo Tai girls that she's teaming with? I do
She,
believe that has something to do with it.
Mariah got her bump last month for winning the Cinderella. So if anything, she moves down. And
Cloud
then
Seven, we have a pretty funny history with Thekla. Sorry to interrupt you, but I think in January Thekla had the best first month out of everybody. I think she was in our top five. And then she slowly started sinking after that. Basically, it's like she's awesome, and we all agree. But when she came in, she was beating everybody. She had the most time in the ring. She was whooping everybody's ass,
I think.
and then she stopped.
Well, some. It just depends how we're feeling month to month. Sometimes we try to use like logic. Sometimes it's with the heart. Kind of like how I'm like, I feel like I need to start moving Saki up. It just feels right.
Yeah, and I really don't dig Thekla's mullet this month. Is that all right to say?
I I want to move Mirai down.
But she's the Cinderella challenging for the white belt.
And that was last month.
Are you call? She's challenging tonight.
Okay. And what if she wins? She'll be moved up higher.
I was gonna say, does that make her a lame duck challenger? Because I also think there's no fucking chance she wins.
That's even more reason to move Saki up because we think there's a chance that she
Yeah, I
wins her
think
title
Saki
match.
could. Yeah, I think Saki can win that. Keep going. No.
Uh, and Azumi, you talked me into putting Azumi over Thekla. I don't like it.
Oh, that's fine. But she's a well, that's fine. They should be right next to each other. They're challenging for the same belt. If you like Thekla better this month, and I actually picked Thekla to win, I think Thekla can be above Azumi this month.
Ah, see, I didn't even put that together. See, our charts make sense here.
Yeah.
And that's probably
My
good for
Hemi Boy
Saki.
being together, that's good.
Yeah, I still like my Hemipoi, and then Natsupoi is above them because she's wins all their matches.
So the goddesses champions, Hazuki and Koguma of Wild Hearts. We have Hazuki at 7, and where was Koguma hiding?
Koguma moved down to 20. She moved down after they won the belts back.
That's how cool Hazuki is.
We ended up.
Sorry, bear pose.
This might get a little interesting because we had Starlight and Momo, because they were the tag champions, but they probably got to move down.
Uh, maybe. I mean, I don't even. There's no. I don't even love. We didn't love it last month. We just put Julia that high because she's Julia.
If it was up to me, she's top five, three.
Julia?
Yeah, she's gotten so much better this month.
Hmm.
She got a new haircut. She got a new attitude.
I was just gonna lead with that. I'm like, well, that's because you judge them by their hair.
Hey, it's a bit.
I don't like the dreads.
I mean, that kind of explains why Starlight stays pretty consistent.
All right. So, what do you think? What did you want to do?
Well, that's because you got to understand a woman's hair is an outward look at her personality at the moment.
Fair enough. So, what does that mean for Utami?
She's really cool.
Okay.
That she isn't the red belt champion anymore, so she doesn't have to like have people tell her like this is how a champion's supposed to look.
She's her own woman, damn it.
I think one half of the champions, tag team champions, I like Hazuki
So
moved up.
Hazuki's going higher?
Oh yeah, she's top.
Because I like it. She doesn't do a singles match ever, though. I mean, rarely the girls do, but ever.
She's getting to the point where like if you notice when she's doing the like 3 and 4 person tags, she just ends up doing all the tag moves with Mayu. Like she's getting to that level. She just comes in and does all the cool stuff.
I mean, I don't know if it's deserved, but she's. I mean, Hazuki's one of my favorites in the company, so the fact you keep moving up is fine with me.
And then someone said, "Did we move? We moved Sakurai up, right? Sakurai was like way down here. She was like 29, I think. So she's moving up.
Yeah, well, Julia should be closer to Sakurai. That's sort of the Koguma Hazuki effect. Like Sakurai is pretty good, pretty good. But the only reason they're getting a title shot really is because of Julia. Granted, Sakurai got the pin that show, but eh, even a blind squirrel.
And I'm happy with moving Julia
I
up.
s-
Somehow that worked out for me, for
yeah,
my
it's
fandom.
that equals the average. And if you think about it, 5 to 20, 6 to 22, it works out.
Yeah,
They might as well just
you
have
know,
these two fight for the title.
we have 2 people challenging for the tag belts, and then we have. Oh, well, then this seems wrong. Now, like, how do I keep talking my way? Like, eventually, if Kokomura just keeps
I
moving her way
actually
down.
think, yeah, I mean, no, I mean, I do agree with some of the point. Like, I guess Sakurai should probably be right below Koguma, if not right above Koguma at that point. But then we're fans of Kogo, Hanan, and Fukigen this week. So, I mean, I don't know. It's not really 20 to 24. It's really 20 A, B, C, and D right there.
Yeah, but that was my issue. It's like I don't want to move Kogo or Hanan down. So
Yeah, but Kogo hasn't done shit, though.
if anything, I'm swapping them.
I mean, I don't hate that either. If any excuse to keep making the fourth thing go lower. Oh God.
It's not my fault that she doesn't wrestle like real matches.
Do you want to do a bear pose?
Literally, she would be right next to Like Fuki would be at the bottom too, but she's going up against Mayu.
That is true. The Mayu rub is real.
It's definitely. I just don't. It's not even. Honestly, it's not even the wrestling, although 'cause that is a little annoying. It's just the whole package. Like, can you do it when every time they're doing like a promo and Uzuki's like, "I will fight you to the ends of to the ends of the earth. You'll never take like these serious promos," and then you just hear, I don't care about that. Do you like bears? I just love every time she says that. Do you do a bear pose? Do you like bears? That's how I feel.
You still putting her low. All right, you know what? Just go to the top. It doesn't even matter what's down there anymore. Oh my god.
Now, last time, do you still agree Saya's at 4?
I
Probably.
mean, she's a Shivroy champion. Did I say that right that time?
Did Utami do anything to lower herself?
Other than BU Tommy, the third greatest
Well,
wrestler,
if
not counting Lady
anything,
C in the company.
she's probably moving. She's staying the same or should move up. Now I'm thinking about it because she's now the official Queen's Quest captain.
She is the Queen's Quest captain.
That was a big, yeah.
She shouldn't.
They had a match where they were like, "Hey, I think I should be Queen's Quest captain. No, I should be." And Utami's like, "I didn't even think this was the discussion." So then
Yeah, no,
her
she shouldn't move.
her
Utami's a
power
perfect number
bombing,
3.
Azumi to the third row was incredible.
That was incredible. And so is the bear deserves to be on Saki's chain next to the clown.
Now,
Oh my god, that's funny.
people love them some Fukigen, and I would ask, is that love for Fukigen or is that love for being on a chain led by Saki? That's a question.
They're probably equals. Dude, I like the top, and I think I'd fight to keep it the way it is. Utami's Utami, all right. Utami's great. The only reason she doesn't have a belt right now, oh shit, but she lost to Saya. But that didn't make us change our mind 2 months ago.
Now, hear me out. Hear me out. Shuri has just been coasting, letting Guzai do all the wins, while Mayu's been busting her ass to be Grand Slam champion.
Shuri has literally beaten everybody in the top 6 that I see right there
But,
this year.
but is she SWA champion?
No, she's the world champion of the freaking world.
But is she an icon?
Not yet.
But is she a Grand Slam Stardom champion?
She has more UFC wins than Mayu.
Does she have more Instagram followers?
I would almost imagine yes. I think Mayu has a hard time figuring out the upload button.
I honestly respect the hell out of being like Grand Slam champion.
Of course you do. You're a stats nerd.
Well, don't get me
I mean that in a
started.
good way.
Don't get me started about talking stats here.
I don't like that 1 and 2. I don't hate it.
Oh, because what you're
I,
saying is it should be like that.
no, absolutely not. You can't take. You can't keep putting the world champion down. That doesn't make any sense.
Honestly, what has she won? She hasn't won a big match this month.
What?
What has she? She hasn't done anything. She just comes. She literally just sits on the
She hasn't had to
apron.
do anything. No one's done
Exactly.
anything.
Exactly.
They just came off a tournament and then
Where
she
is
kicked. Wait, she kicked Micah's ass this month.
who?
Sure, he did.
For what?
Or was it the princess? Who did she beat at the beginning of the month for the belt?
I don't even remember. You're just making my
she,
point
def-
for me.
she defended her belt against
Some
Micah, right? Or is
no,
it Hibika?
that was. If anything, now you're just making a case to put her number 4 because that was
Well,
Saya.
oh yeah, that was a good match.
Mayu should have her own tier, and we have thought about it. The Lady C tier is kind of a joke, kind of not.
Oh yeah,
Because
Shuri, you're right. Shuri hasn't fought this month. I'm like looking back. I'm like, what the fuck? Saya fucking closed down the last pay per view on the May 5th. That's why I thought it was fucking Micah.
Exactly.
She should. All right, she should still be number two.
I almost like my ranking like this. If anything,
That just doesn't make sense.
if anything,
Shoka.
Saya's on the rise. It's been Saya's year.
No, it hasn't. The law of diminishing returns. She hasn't been great since she won the belt
You just talked
and won the
about the.
Tokyo Dome.
You're just having your Sherry love cloud your judgment. Where you're like, remember when she beat Micah? That was the match of the year. And I'm like, you mean when Saya had the match of the year?
Yeah, that was good. That one was a good one too. Micah had two good matches in my mind.
Just
Saya shouldn't be that high. I don't. You know what? Whatever. I don't give a fuck. You fucked up.
sorry. This was we kind of seesaw here. All right. Well, then what should it be?
Shuri Utami or Shuri Mayu Utami. The way it was. If anything, just respect the belts alone. If you want to put Mayu at number one, that's
I
fine. But
do
you got to
respect
respect
the.
the world champion.
I do respect the world champion, SWA world champion.
That's fine. Well, she's also the icon, so that's okay. I don't really. Oh, yeah, well, it does make sense. I was like, I don't really like Saya above Utami, but Saya beat Utami this year, so that's just how that works.
It's kind of however I make it up. You can make if I wanted to, I could put.
What sucks about the hate of God's Eye is that I love Guzai. The problem is everyone else on her team.
That's so. I
Ami isn't
like.
awesome. Marai's pretty cool,
I
but
really
I mean,
like Konami. Unfortunately, that was only for a week. I love
unfortunately,
Sherry.
too, she was like 3 or 6 inches shorter than everyone else too, and she was still the best bodyguard.
I know.
She was tiny standing next to all of them, wasn't she? That was awesome, though.
I do love when Mariah goes, "Wow, I really love the claps in the city. It's awesome." And it's dead silent. And then she just looks at him and she's like, "Come on."
Clap, clap, clap.
I like the claps. All right, I like it.
All right, so Lady or Mayu Iwatani is the winner this month of the Stardom Fan Award. We will send that to Mayu at her PO box.
Is there almost a point where we take off the Lady C tier and make it like a real ranking, or no? Do we just keep it?
No, because I think that might hurt our friendship if we had to decide where she actually belonged.
That's true. That's really. Honestly, I don't even know where I'd place her. I could argue her being like under Waka to above Shuri legitimately.
Yeah,
Say
I mean, basically between we can't cause that dissension between me and you, between us and the other Stardom fans, like in the chat. I mean, we just she ascends. Do you see the way she cleans the ring?
just put out a
Do
video.
you see?
Just put out a video today of just all only Lady C.
Well, I mean, I would like to thank you all for watching that, and if you want to close. I'll put plugs in at the end of the podcast for the podcast version, but if you want to close the night on your brand new Lady C video, I'm fine with that. That was pretty funny. I know
Um,
Euro Video Stream watched it. This is
yeah.
our
What I
dude right there.
I put out two videos today. One of them it was called "How Most People." I should change the thing to how normal people watch Stardom shows, and it's just a highlight of the 521 show. And then I put out
Yeah.
another video called "How I Watch Stardom Shows." It's pretty much just every time Lady C's on screen.
That was pretty funny. Well, that
My
doesn't
Lady
change
C.
anything. That
Oh, I
is
should mention that
literally
too.
how. Yeah.
When I say it's literally it's a 6 minute video where Lady C is on screen for about 5 minutes and 40 seconds of it, and with a couple little things to break it up so it's not monotonous. And the YouTube algorithm decided the like 1.5 seconds of Mina Shirakawa should be the thumbnail, and I thought that was really funny.
Which actually makes it funnier because if there was like an extra place in your heart for somebody is probably Mina and the. So if you're gonna have a Mina thumbnail, I'm half surprised she's
She's
not
a
75% of your thumbnails. You probably get a couple extra clicks.
she's a power bomb to my heart.
All right, man. Do you want to call it a night?
Yeah. Yeah. Um plug the you know the things we plug. We got the website that we love working on. Went up pretty
Yeah, I'm
good.
sorry. I forgot it was going to be for the podcast too. Yeah, might as well. So yeah, and you can find anything on stardomfan.com. It's all our links to find the YouTube. Go ahead and click on youtube.com. When you search Stardom Fan, that'll be the first thing to show up. StardomFan.com has the links to the YouTube. It has results, which is a little behind. That is what I believe I am in charge of, and I am falling behind. But that's all right. We're also trying to put some highlights on there too. The link to the podcast is on there if you're watching it on YouTube. It's a whole bunch of Podbean sourced. But you can find our podcast on any pod grabber that I know of. You can even ask your Alexa to play the Stardom Fan podcast, and it'll play it for you because for some reason that's really cool. Uh, Juno, as far as value for value, if you like any of the stuff that we do and you want to PayPal this man Juno a beer or two to keep up with his crazy stuff, there is PayPal links, there
Well,
is
no,
super
we don't have to
chat, there's
do
all that
that.
kind of fun stuff. And
Yeah.
you're on
Well,
the gift factory.
yeah, we're making. Yeah, this is the good stuff. Yeah, hit me. Just if you really want to throw a buck our way, that'd be cool. Do the super chat because then I get to see what you wrote and I'll comment back. I mean, I try to comment back on a lot of stuff, but I'll make sure to comment back.
Yeah,
And
and
it
if
goes to the actually it's cool. I didn't know you could do it on videos too. Like I've seen it on people's it goes to the top of the comments like highlighted. It's kind of cool.
and honestly, just for watching, hanging out, and sharing the videos. It's not a secret. We met the threshold because of the fans that are also startup fans. So there is some monetization going on. So the more you share, the more you click through the videos, the more every night before you go to bed you click play all. It's a penny for everybody. So thanks for hanging out.
Did you say something?
Did you get sidetracked?
I'm just
If that's not worth $1.
I'm just I wanted to know her date of birth is all.
Oh, you didn't get the date, only the day.
Yeah.
Christmas, baby.
Happy birthday. Jesus.
Wrestling.
Wrestling. Actually never noticed the ref looks so dumb with her shit. Yeah. Thanks everybody.
I could probably. It's a Friday